Question 5 of your geometry mock exam concerns right-angled triangles. Question 5 asks us to calculate the third side in the following right-angled triangles, giving answers to 3 significant figures where appropriate. Now it makes the point as well that the diagrams are not to scale, so we can't simply measure this and scale up. So we know that for a right-angled triangle there's a relationship between the 3 sides, and that relationship is described by Pythagoras' theorem. If we label our sides up A, B and C, where C is the hypotenuse, which is the long side of a right-angled triangle opposite the right angle, then the formula A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared applies, where C is the hypotenuse. So all we do now is replace our letters with the values that they relate to. So 48 squared plus 55 squared will equal C squared. So 48 squared is 2,304 plus 55 squared, which is 3,025, will equal C squared. (2,304) plus 3,025 gives us 5,329. That gives us our value for C squared. Now obviously we're not particularly interested in what C squared is, what we're interested in is what C is. So therefore, if we square root both sides, then C is now equal to the square root of 5,329. Therefore C is equal to 73. So the length of side C is 73 centimetres. The B part of question 5 is again a right angled triangle, but in this case we've actually been given the value for the hypotenuse. We know what that is, and what we're looking for is the length of this side here. So we can still use Pythagoras' theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. C is still the hypotenuse, so that's this side. But we want to know, if we label these A and B, and it doesn't matter which way around we label these, as long as we make sure that we make the correct one the subject here. So what we need to do now is we need to get A by itself. So in order to do that, if we subtract B squared from both sides, it cancels out on this side, leaving us with just A squared. And on this side it becomes C squared minus B squared. So therefore A squared is equal to 89 squared minus 80 squared. So therefore A squared is equal to 89 squared, which is 7,921, minus 80 squared, which is 6,400. So therefore A squared will be equal to this minus this. So 7,921 minus 6,400 is equal to 1,521. Now again, we've found A squared, we're interested in what A is. So if we square root both sides, A is equal to the square root of 1,521. Therefore A is equal to 39 centimetres. So the length of A is 39 centimetres. Now we know that this is correct at this stage here. If we get a negative value here, we've done something wrong. You must have a positive value here. So we always take the smaller value away from the larger value in this type of question. Otherwise we end up trying to square root a negative number, which involves some slightly more complex maths. So that's question 5 answered.